Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today we will start Standard 12 Introduction to Computer subject, chapter number 2, Cascading Style Sheets and JavaScript. Before I will go ahead in the lesson, I would like to announce that recently our Gujarat State Secondary and Higher Secondary Education Board announced the changes in the syllabus. Right now I am preparing a detailed video on it and I will upload it as fast as possible. Now this chapter 2 which you are right now watching is divided into two parts, Cascading Style Sheet and JavaScript. So we would like to discuss about Cascading Style Sheet first and then we go for JavaScript. Now the question comes over here is, what is the need of Cascading Style Sheet? See, there are several limitations of HTML, and because of that the page which you create in HTML occupy more space and it take more time to load. For example, you can able to see one paragraph available. Now I want to change the color and the size of the word computer or computers. So we learn in HTML that the place where you want to change, you can write font tag with size attribute and color attribute also. And when you want that effect to be stopped, you can write /font. Same way, the place wherever it is given, you can able to write at the same place. Okay. Now if you notice that by looking at the paragraph, it is of now 7-line paragraph. The size of paragraph increase, which indicate that this particular paragraph required more time to load the page. But the question comes, why it happens so? Because in HTML, presentation and content both coexist. For example, the word computers will display with size 7 and color red. That is known as presentation, and it apply this effect of size 7 and color red applied on the word computers. So presentation and content both are coexist, and that is the limitation of HTML, which increase your length of paragraph. You see the length of paragraph. So to solve this limitation, we have a concept called Cascading Style Sheet. Not only this limitation, it has so many other limitations. For example, in HTML, if I write font size 10, then also it will give me 7 only, because 7 is highest possible size in HTML. So how to solve all these problems? To solve this problem, we have a Cascading Style Sheet in which we need to create style first and then we need to create implementation of style. For example, after HTML tag, I mention head and slash head. and between head and slash head I will create the style between style tag and slash style tag. So here I have to create the style. Now students, what I am speaking next, all that sentence asked in board exam. First I will type and then I will speak. Now this whole sentence is known as RULE, rule, and rule divide into two parts. The first part is outside curly bracket, first word is known as selector, and second part inside curly bracket including curly bracket is called declaration. I repeat what I spoke. The whole line is known as rule, and rule divide into two parts. The first part is outside curly bracket first word, which is known as selector, and then second part is declaration. Now in second part declaration, you can able to see here the symbol is to. The word before is to is known as property, and after is to is known as value, then semicolon, again font size property, and 81px, px means pixel, that is the value of font size property. So the whole line is rule, selector, declaration, property, and value. Okay, now this is what we create the style between style tag and slash style tag. Now I will put B tag, B for bold, B tag. B tag is used to convert something into bold face. So every place I am writing B and slash B. Now the normal effect of B tag is convert something into bold face. Okay, so this is the effect of B and slash B. I mean to say the word computers and capital C computer and computer will come in bold. But remember, this B selector, look at the screen, this B selector will select whatever mentioned between B and slash B and provide the effect of color red and font size 81 pixel. So when we say B selector will select B tag and apply the effect whatever mentioned between B and slash B. So how the word computers will come? It comes with a bold effect, normal, plus color red and font size 81 pixel, because this B selector will select all B tag and apply this effect on whatever mentioned between B and slash B. So this plus this computer and this all will come with bold, then color red and font size 81 pixel. Now I will close the body tag because I start, and then I close HTML. Now I will save this file on desktop with a name myfile1.htm. File is saved. Now we try to open the file. I hope you can able to see that our computer comes in 81 pixel and color red. Now you can able to go for any limit, like for example, instead of 81 I can go for 810 pixel also. I hope you can able to see this. 810 pixel. And you can able to make it small also. For example, 20 pixel like this, or 50 pixel like this. Okay. But here what happens? See, here your presentation is in the head section between style and slash style. This is presentation, and where you implement that content is between body and slash body. So indirectly you are separating presentation with content, which is necessarily required. So cascading style sheet can be helpful. It can be helpful for separate presentation and content. So this is the content and this is the presentation, both are separate. Now we go to textbook and read what textbook says. Cascading style sheets or CSS allows you to specify styles for the visual elements of the website. It allows us to create the style. It helps us to keep the information content of the document separate from the detail of how to display it. I hope you understand. Keep the information content of document separate. Here content is separate from how it display. How it display means presentation. Content is inside the body and slash body area, and presentation is between style and slash style in the head section. Now this detail of how to display the document is known as style. How you want to display the document is known as style. The way how you want to show. Please underline this sentence. This sentence can be asked in exam. This detail of how to display document is known as style. Now style specify the appearance, how it look of a particular page element on the screen, how you want to show something on the screen. Keeping the style separate from the content help us to. Now if you separate style from content, what are the benefit you receive? The first benefit, avoid duplication in coding. No need to duplicate the coding, means line remain less. In previous case, if you remember, font size 7, color red, I need to put everywhere. Putting it everywhere is a common thing in every aspects over here, but number of line increase in a previous HTML method. But here in cascading style sheet, the benefit is it avoid duplication. So the lines reduce. So your web page open fast. Next, use the same content. Same content means computer. Use the same content with different style for different purpose. Like for example, here I create one more rule. I stands for italic. Color green, font size 75 pixel, and I put over here I tag, I and slash I. Now here what happened? Same content, computer will come with different effect. This word computer, which is mentioned between B and slash B, that comes with red color and font size 50 pixel, and this word computer will come with green color and 75 pixel font size. So sentence is use the same content, computer with different style. Here bold, color red and 50, here italic, green and 75, with different style for different purpose. Now the next is easy maintenance of code. Here it is very easy to go for maintenance. For example, my boss tell me that reduce the size from 50 to 40. Then I don't require to go to every place. I simply require to change over here. So right now the word computer, which comes with red and green, but size is 50 and 75. Now here I put 25, okay, and here I put 50. So wherever I use I tag, everywhere it become 50 pixel, and wherever I use B tag, it become 25 pixel. So maintenance is easy. I hope you can able to see this, that here changes which we need to do, that need to do at only one place, and other places it done automatically. Now we have what I explained about that one paragraph. In HTML, for example, if we want content of some paragraph P tag to appear in bold, then we have to insert bold tag B every time the P tag appears in the source code. They are saying that if you want paragraph also and bold also, then in HTML you need to write like this. Means it indicate what you will get. Paragraph also, and you will get bold also. If the website is large, repeating the tag every time becomes tedious and time consuming job, because everywhere you have to put P tag and B tag. But using CSS, we can set all element types to appear in a style as per our choice. So with the help of CSS, cascading style sheet, you can able to prepare it as per your choice. So even if we have more number of P tag in the website, using CSS we can set the style for all the P tag at once. So if you write here, for example, P selector color blue, means all P tag color become blue. So all P tag can change at once. Thus we can say that HTML is used to describe the information content of the document and not the style. HTML, that is body tag, indicate the content, not the style, because style is not between body and slash body. So it comes with only content, while CSS describes the style of the element in the document, not its contents. Now with CSS, that is these rules has nothing to do with this particular information. So in that way also they are separate. So CSS describes the style, not its contents. And using CSS, we can control the font types, font and font element colors, pad spaces, margins, and element position in our website. So all these are possible with the help of CSS. Now the syntax of CSS, students, please underline. Ask in so many board exams, please underline. The syntax of CSS consists of special symbol known as rules. So when you use syntax, the sentence formation of CSS, it is specially known as a rule, which I already explained, a rule to you. A rule, a CSS rule has two main parts, underline two main parts. Please underline selector and one or more declaration. Now the selector is the HTML element on which you want to apply the style. So selector is basically HTML tag. If you notice carefully, here B tag and I tag, they are tag already available, and the role is bold and italic, but you have to use the same B and I or other HTML tag as a part of the rule. It has a selector and one or more declaration. Like here, for example, we have a B bold, B selector, and color and font size property. The selector is the HTML element on which you want to apply the style. Declaration consists property associated with the HTML element used in selector and its corresponding value. Like for example, we have selector property and value. You can able to see here property his to value is given. Example, H1 selector, color property and value green. Same selector property and value. Now we can easily add CSS using Composer. So now we have to learn how you can apply cascading style sheet in Composer. Let us learn how to add CSS to a web page in Composer. So let us start Composer. Now here you need to tell Composer that you want to create CSS, because the method is to make sure that Composer has used CSS by default. Click on Edit and Preferences. Now some textbook it mentioned Tools and Preferences. Both are correct. Both are correct. Tools and Preferences and Edit and Preferences both are correct. This will open option dialog box as shown in figure 2.2. And select the general category on the left side of the window and select the checkbox, underline use CSS style instead of HTML elements and attributes. And if it is now not selected, select it. But if it is not selected, see that you have to do it. Composer will now use the CSS styling instead of HTML to format the text. We will practically do it. I go to edit, but you see here preferences command is not given. I just want to show you. It mentioned edit and preferences, but it is not available. If I go for tools and preferences, then that is available. Tools and preferences is available. And here left side in general, we need to see that whether tick mark is here or not. Is this tick mark available? That you have to see. This is for CSS editing. So if it is not like this, then you can't create cascading style sheet at all. So we put tick mark as it is. Use CSS style instead of HTML elements and attributes, and click on OK button. By doing this, your Composer is now ready to cope up with cascading style sheet. So students, today we will conclude over here. Tomorrow we will go for the example. I mean to say next lecture we will go for example of heading 1 with these are the property and value, and I will also tell you the one of the most complicated question from figure 2.4 and figure 2.5 that I will discuss with you in the next lecture. Again I repeat, I am right now preparing the new syllabus announced by our respected Gujarat Secondary and Higher Secondary Education Board, and you will get that video as fast as possible. Till then, please take care of yourself, students. God bless you.